Alright, here we go. This is a custom 2v2 hyper match on Duel between the red team's upper left-hand corner, Tipsy3000 in the Black Ops Helix, and Phong in the Classic Striker. And their opponents, the green team in the bottom right-hand corner, Ohranex in the Medic Osprey, and FatAsianKing in the Black Ops Striker. And so we will have double Striker, or not double Striker, but Striker on both sides with a carry cap mech on both sides. And this is a hyper match, everybody. And so what that is double EXP, double income, double build speed, so things take half the time to build. And I'm pretty sure that's about it. It's just really, really fast. So it's just gonna be like you can consider these as ultimate money makers. And oh, they're not ultimate generators though. I don't think it's like double upkeep. But we do have immediate harass by Phong and Tipsy doing quick scout. What does Tipsy have in his load and his cargo. Cargo is the word that I'm looking for. He had Buckies that got killed pretty much immediately and going for even more Bucky attack, sending them on attack, so they will have to be followed by these green players. Ohranex immediately going for this goalie, killing that pretty quickly. FatAsianKing manually defending against these Buckies. Phong does grab them, put them directly on the corner very, very quickly. Tipsy already having a huge Bucky cluster here with a Seeker in defense. So let's see who is able to approach this. This is going to be the action spot right here, everybody. While Phong is still here trying to kill whatever sockets he can, he has been able to kill, I think, 2 moneymakers and, oh, 3. No, FatAsian was able to save one of those. Oh, but Phong kills the other one, so still here, just shooting on the ground, building up credits and building up experience. Phong already at level 4, the highest level in the game right now. Tipsy still making a pretty large Bucky cluster and is pumping out even more and more units, as is the rest of the players on this map right now. However, Red has a pretty good surround here with their units. Green team might be able to push in at any time. However, they do have some static AA in those hats, and so they might not be able to push in very quickly at all. Red team getting this outpost under their control, using creeps to do it, so they don't really have too much life in that outpost health. So we will see the leapfrog starting to creep up. What do people have in abilities? Tipsy already has level 3 experience and level 2 build, and like a lot of money spent in credits, but a lot of credits spent into abilities. But Phong does get taken down, so Tipsy is all by himself here in the middle. Phong does come back. Oh yeah, it's double respawn as well. That's the one thing I was forgetting. I'm pretty sure that was the only thing I'm forgetting. If I'm forgetting anything else, guys, let me know. But double respawn in hyper mode, so you respawn twice as fast. So you get back on the field way faster than you normally would in any normal game. So you wouldn't even have to spend, even though you have an excess of money, you wouldn't really have to spend too much on it. You know, you don't have to really spend that much of it on respawn. And we do have a boxer push coming out for the green team. Oh, and a little bit of lag on my computer side, but we'd have a Morty push coming here from the red team on the bottom side. Oh, and we do have a send of Buckies as well, so they will meet though. Where are the Boxers? The Boxers are getting their way to the middle outpost, but they are just level 1 creeps, and is still only 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the game. And now all these Buckies have reached this fort, but a lot of them have died on the way, as Buckies are very, very, very paper. And the majority of these creeps have died. Boxers have not really done their job. They aren't really that effective until later quarters. And, or not later quarters. Quarter system is gone, I guess, until the later stages of the game. After, you know, after 10 or 15 minutes, they do level up to level 3 and level 4 creeps. However, more Mortys coming out by Tipsy. And Phong also sending out as well, or, you know, manually leapfrogging these Gemini. What is Tipsy doing? Tipsy is coming with Mortys again here to attack this bottom outpost, this close. Oh, but we do have a large send from the fort. Everything is gone from that fort for the green team. They are sending them on attack. I'm pretty sure they are sending on attack, although these might actually be sent on capture. However, heavy mines down by Tipsy. And look at all these heavy mines. Those Longhorn will just get completely massacred by all the heavy mines out here in this area, and Tipsy's putting out even more. And the defender's advantage working very, very well for red team. They will be able to, Phong just slicing on the ground. All those Longhorn, all those tanks are pretty much dead. So all that fort defense that was sent out by the green team is pretty much all gone. And it really didn't get them too far, but a double drop here by FatAsian and Ohranex. They do have 2 Longhorn at the corner. Tipsy is now taking out Buckies to defend. And, you know, because the hitboxes are so small, you might want to prioritize nowadays on killing the dropped units instead of blocking them. And, but blocking does go down by the green team. They already have goalies out on the field. Wow, the tech pod built really, really fast. Where is their tech pod? I really would like to know. I can't really find it. No, where is it? Oh, God, I can't even find it. However, they have been able to kill those units there, and Tipsy was able to drop enough buckies. Look at all those buckies to finish off those Longhorn that were dropped at the red fort. So now we are back here at the mid fight. Artillery up for the red team, and nothing up to defend. No Aegis or anything. No, I don't think. Yeah, no Aegis on the green team's loadout, and no artillery up for them yet. However, they do have goalies approaching, coming up on these artillery, and goalies out for the red team as well. God, where is that tech pod for the green team? I am very, very curious to see that. I don't really know where it is. No. So, but they are moving out. Turtles up here for the red team, so that will actually do a pretty good job holding off these goalies for now. Oh, nope, I lied. They are dead. So, yeah, turtle mechanic has changed recently. Instead of getting 10% of damage while curled up, I think what they have now is a plus 80 armor bonus. So they don't take that much damage. However, from things like Goliath, they still take pretty much full damage, very, very close, and they do die very, very quickly. So, but we do have a line of heavy mines sitting right there for the red team, so the green team will not be able to just push. Oh, and they have actually sent a bunch of buckies. I think that was recently just sent by Tipsy from his build queue, as there are only about 6 over here, getting killed very, very quickly by these Goliath. And Longhorn that are stationed here at the fort does cause a response by the red team, by Fat Asian, but he is coming back to pretty much a completely nullified send by that red team. So many heavy mines out. Those mechs can just run over them and set them off, but it might cost them their life. However, in a hyper mode game, they might be able to actually, you know, that might actually turn out to be a positive move for them, because you respawn really fast and you have so much income. However, these teams are spending money very, very well. Just goalie spam like crazy. I think both players on, oh no, just Ohranex on the green team has Goliath. But the green team actually moving up very, very well, using very, very good teamwork and you know, leapfrogging to be able to get much, much closer to this outpost. And the red team now definitely pulled back. They lost this middle outpost just now. Now they just have a couple rollers protecting this line of buckies. And the green team has so many goalie and artillery up, and a couple hats as well, so it will be hard for the red team to get even a little bit closer. However, Tipsy firing in with his rockets goes down to that Goliath that was actually firing over there as well. And but look at all the Goliath and the healing units over here for the green team. I don't really think that the red team really stands much of a chance at holding this outpost for now. And the green team will just be able to leapfrog up even more. Ohranex with that Osprey is going to, I mean, Osprey is very, very, very well known and heavily used for its ability to leapfrog and keep things alive with its heal. So let's see how the red team actually decides to respond to this. What are Tipsy and Phong building? Tipsy now just building goalies, and Phong building rollers. Tipsy not able to bring that lockbox all the way back, and to be honest, it's only 20k compared to, you know, and in this hyper match, I guess it will be able to allow him to make more goalie and send them out even sooner. And now he is sending them out from his close outpost. Where is the green team is starting to move out, so let's see if they can actually, or not move out, but get even further up. So let's see if they actually realize that this push is coming, to see if they can scout it. I don't know if, and Phong actually also sending out Gemini, so we do have a push from 2 areas here for the red team, and the green team actually just has a bunch of goalie and a couple of static defending artillery over here. These Gemini are going to be making their way past this mid. Oh, and green team also sending out really, really bad timing there. They really, really wanted to keep them right there to defend, or at least to try to halt those goalies as much as they possibly can. These Gemini moving down, getting toward that fort. Nothing really defending that fort. Oh, well, fair amount actually. A couple of Longhorn and stuff. But these goalies making their way on this left side, because I think they were set on attack. So they weren't going this way; they were going to the left of the outpost. And now these oh, and more heavy mines going down by Tipsy. These Gemini finally reaching the fort. FatAsianKing now trying to drop as much to block as he possibly can, but once again, hitboxes are a lot smaller this patch, so those Gemini are probably, yes, a lot of them are actually getting right through to that fort. These goalies have not been stopped, not been redirected, not been you know, reassigned to T order. They are just going straight for this fort. They might be, I would like to see a switch to T right now at this point, because there isn't too much defending this this close outpost for this red team. And the green team still has a pretty good foothold with his units stationed over here at the mid. Last goalie is making its way over here, and Phong doing some micro repositioning his goalie to hit the corner and taking a little bit of fire away from that, away from the goalie, but does get killed pretty quickly, and the goalie does go down as well. However, the green team's life is at about half, and the red team's life is only at about maybe 10% gone, 10 to 15 or so, and they do have 4 goalies sitting over here. So another big push from the red team, and it might be coming soon. Look at all the buckies over here at this fort. They could do an all-in push, but yes, another large push from the red team might actually do it. Tipsy now taking a goalie all the way on the side, undetected by the green team as of now. And going straight for that fort, going for the corner. Yes, he is able to put it at the corner. I don't know how long this goalie is actually going to survive with all these defending tanks. Does go down very, very quickly, but a little bit more health going down for that red team on the green team's fort. And another goalie coming. Let's see if he's gonna. Okay, no, he's not going to decide to just do another drop. But the green team has been able to take the control of this middle outpost, and we do have FatAsianKing doing a scout. Actually, oh, did he have anything? No, he did not drop anything. He did not have anything in his cargo. But Ohranex now putting a lunchbox on this fort, or on this outpost. I don't know if that was changed, because I know that ever since the infantry, you know, socketed infantry on outpost mechanic was introduced, lunchboxes actually did nothing. Oh, and there was a large push from the fort. Everything was sent from the fort to this middle outpost. Will they stop them, or will they? Oh, they are going to pretty much send everything else that they have. And they will face these goalies. Tipsy did see it in time, so he is putting down heavy mines, and these heavy mines are probably going to be able to defend this, I would assume, just because heavy mines are so effective. You know, they used to be the meta way to stop tank pushes. You know, you see a tank column, put down heavy mines, and it stops it. And Tipsy is trying to do just that, and these Longhorn and goalie are actually getting killed by these heavy mines. All the goalies sitting over here for the red team have been finished off, but every single tank for the green team has pretty much been killed. They have redirected a couple of their tanks to this fort, which is completely undefended, so the red team will probably lose that at this point. But a couple of buckies moving out for Tipsy. And they are making their way past this middle outpost. Will probably get finished by FatAsianKing on the ground with that sword, and more green units coming and taking this forward. But we do have a massive counter push by the red team. Let's see if this is able to retake this forward outpost. So many goalies and Longhorns still sitting over here for the green team. Let's see if the green team can actually hold this. No one has controlled this outpost quite yet. No one has been able to take it under their control, even though the green team does have this around. There are so many red units coming over here, and including a roller even. But however, a roller not set on hold position does actually do nothing except for reach its destination and stop, and doesn't actually go after anything. But now, oh, we do have a drop here by Ohranex. Ohranex does realize that was probably a push sent from his fort, or from the enemy fort, so does actually drop a goalie there, and does last for a long time. However, that roller is pushing the goalie away. Tipsy trying to put some some heavy mines down to get that roller to push it over those heavy mines. However, Ohranex, and it actually did get caught on this tree, I think, but Ohranex was able to micro that away. However, the red team has been able to take this forward outpost. So much action going down in this hyper match, so many units being made. I can't wait to see the final tallies at the end of the game. This time I actually will try to do some analysis on it, however meaningful they may or may not be. Meaningful, meaningless, whatever word you might want to put there. But the red team able to retake this outpost, have a pretty good surround there. I think this is actually, Duel has been updated to the 20 waypoints per outpost mechanic. I don't know if you can really call that a mechanic, but now Tipsy body blocking this goalie. Ohranex forced to reposition, but Tipsy can just walk around and continue to body block so many defending units. He wouldn't really be in danger of dying at all. But Ohranex deciding to evacuate that goalie and retreat it all the way back to the middle outpost. So now a huge cluster of units for the green team, a huge cluster of units for the red team here. Heavy mines sitting everywhere. And we do have generators incoming, as called out by someone on the green team. I didn't really see who that was. I guess that was probably FatAsianKing, as he does have generators in his build queue, or in his loadout. And Ohranex getting killed by a heavy mine, trying to set them off. And Tipsy does set them off right here. However, these ratchets are disarming them. And FatAsianKing doing a complete surround. He went all the way around this fort and did get himself killed after dropping that Longhorn. But Phong, with 2 Gemini of his own, might be able to finish this goalie off. Actually, oh no, Ohranex does get it healed in time, or just start the heal in time. But these Gemini are actually doing quite a lot of damage. and bringing the green team's health to even less than it was before. And Phong with 2 Blaster Guardians actually doing quite a lot of damage as well. And Tipsy doing a scout, but almost running out of life with that goalie in his cargo. But is forced to drop it on attack and retreat himself back. We do have another drop. Oh, I thought that was going to be a drop, but it was just bombs by FatAsianKing. So I would assume he's trying to soften up the front of that fort area so he can do a couple drops there. But another drop here by Phong. So many drops. And look at all of these, look at this humongous cluster of green units. Are they going to decide to move out? But I guess they're just putting out more generators. Generators. Yeah, just those 2 out on the field. Okay, the 3rd one is out there. And that lunchbox is gone. That was not a lunchbox anymore. That is a hat. Sitting over there. So now we do have a small stale part of the game, not necessarily stale, but it is a little bit stagnant. No one decided to move out yet. Phong already actually hitting his unit cap at 75k. FatAsianKing putting down another generator, and Ohranex deciding to move out already, not deciding to move out everything, leaving these units over there for defense, which I guess was a good move because the red team is now pushing out themselves with a lot of goalies and a couple rollers, but I don't think that's actually going to do the job. And we do have Ohranex moving out, putting his goalie down there at the front door, not at the corner, so it will go down very quickly. Honestly, that might not be a good move because it does just get killed almost immediately, as opposed to if all the units got there at the same time, they might be able to do a little bit more damage, lasting a little bit longer. The red team has been able to get us around on this outpost right here, on the middle outpost, and the green team's units are actually making their way, but look at all the heavy mines. Tipsy is going to be able to just demolish all of these incoming Goliath just with heavy mines. Very, very cost effective, and this actually, honestly, that looks really, really great, especially because they don't have any unit cap. They don't take any unit cap. That might be actually the new way to stop large pushes. You know, it was meta at 1.4 reason. It was really, really effective. However, because blocking really doesn't work very well anymore, I think Heavy Mines is actually a really good move. However, I don't know if the hitboxes will be changed. Look at all these Mortys setting down there for the red team, just shooting like crazy, and a lot of these green team units are going down. Oh, my mouse disappeared there for a second. I was a little bit confused. But Ohranex and FatAsianKing are bringing down more units as well. Dillo's coming out for Ohranex, a little bit interesting. I would expect to just see goalie. But FatAsianKing bombing as well. Actually able to kill quite a lot of units and trying to slash with his sword. Not able to kill anything off there, but obviously able to soften up some units. And the green team, the red team is, okay, has some reinforcements coming out. Green team, I was going to say the green team is probably going to win this fight because they had a lot of units still sitting over here, but these reinforcing goalies are here for the red team, and will get a pretty good surround on this outpost, and this one will not be saved for sure. Will that go down? Will this go down? Yes, it does go down, and more and more units being ferried over by the green team, but the red team is probably going to win this outpost fight. Yes, just back and forth. So many units being ferried just because the production is so high that it's not really worth it to just stay there shooting fire with your, you know, not shooting fire, that's the same thing, but stay there and shoot for your units, to support your units. It's just better to just bring even more units to support just because the production is so high. The red team has been able to grab this outpost under their control and already has some artillery up to fight against the green units that are sitting over here. And even some rollers down by Phong and some supplementary buckies will probably get this outpost neutralized. Yes, it does go down to neutral. So will Tipsy and Phong be able to actually take this outpost under their control? They aren't pushing their units, and they just have their artillery down. But what is the green team doing? Oh, FatAsianKing actually saving his tech pods. Really playing it safe there. Definitely, especially those tech pods are really, really expensive, and both of these teams. Oh, and Phong already deciding to move out. So let's see how this goes. Tipsy creating a Bucky cluster there. It's really going to get killed very, very quickly by all these heavy tanks here. But these tanks are moving out. What does the green team have? Oh my God, they have quite a massive defense at their fort. So this will probably just get killed like a shooting gallery. However, we do have a large Morty push incoming for this or not. It's more of a Morty send, to be honest. Not really a push. It doesn't really have any supplementary units, but now these green. Oh, we do have a switch to T. So these red units are going to this outpost. This might actually work. Where is the red players to support this? Phong did get killed, but he is coming back now. There are but these goalies are still going for the fort. I'm not really sure why. I would assume he would have just sent them all on T. But now Phong is here to support his units, and Tipsy bringing goalie as well to support. They might be able to take this outpost under the control. Let's see if the green team decides to prioritize on taking this outpost. FatAsianKing queuing up boxers, but we are past 15 minutes, so now those boxers will be very, very effective once they are utilized properly. Look at all these units over here. I don't know. I would like to maybe see these units just get sent on capture. Oh, they are sending them out now. The red team has been able to take this outpost. Are these tanks set on capture, or are they set on attack? It looks like they are set on. Come on, we will find out here. They are come on. Okay, they are set on capture, so they will start to turn the corner here and to try to retake this outpost. And okay, these Longhorn are sent over here as well, so I guess I probably could have found that out by looking at that bottom lane, those Longhorn incoming, but they have been able to re-neutralize this outpost. Green team has a pretty good surround now, and those defending fort units have done a pretty good job taking this outpost back under the control. We do have another goalie drop by Ohranex, chipping away at this red team's life. I will note that the red team does not have a lunchbox, whereas the green team does. So every single drop that the red team does is is just getting closer and closer to victory, as opposed to any drops that the red team does has to get through that lunchbox first to be able to actually put any permanent damage on that fort. But we do have a goalie push coming out here for the red team to this forward outpost from the mid. This might actually, oh no, there is so much defense here for the green team. There are a lot of Mortys supporting here for this for the red team. They have been able to neutralize this outpost, but I don't think they're going to be able to clear these units at all. In the meantime, we do have Tipsy with even more Mortys here at the bottom. Phong supporting this push here, but because two green mechs are over here and the red mechs are split, I don't think this is going to be very, very successful for the red team at all, and this outpost is still under green's control. Phong with two Gemini, still trying to neutralize this outpost. Tipsy with a Bucky and a Morty as well, so let's see if they can actually get this outpost neutralized. No, it does go right back up to green, and as level 4 creeps have a lot of health, they might have a really hard time. Okay, they neutralize the outpost, so I'm, egg on my face there. So, but it's still really well surrounded by green units and really, really close to the green fort. The closest, the closest red outpost is right there at the mid, and it's significantly farther than the fort right there. So, and we do have more incoming tanks for the green team to get a better surround, so I don't think the red team's going to be able to actually approach this outpost even, and actually fully take control of it at all. And they have stopped their attack, actually. There's just one heavy mine sitting there. I thought that was an actual red unit. But we do have a lot of Buckies sitting over here for the red team, and they're actually pelting away at all of these tanks that are sitting here. Oh, but leapfrog up of Goliath. Weird way to say it, but Goliath for Ohranex actually able to kill all those Buckies, and everything is gone, and they might actually even be able to approach this middle outpost, which has been neutralized. A couple of red or green units have seen to that, and there is absolutely nothing defending this forward as well. However, this Gemini is there. That's not really in great defensive position though, so I would like to see a little bit more defense going down there for the red team. However, even more and more Mortys sent out. I'm pretty sure that was Tipsy, as he is the one with them in his loadout. And another drop by Ohranex. Ohranex dropping like crazy this entire match. However, those two Longhorn do get killed very, very quickly. More defense down by the red team might actually do it. Oh, and Phong killing Ohranex in that retreat before he's able to get to his outpost. Dang, super crazy. Those rockets, and actually Tipsy hasn't put any points into his rockets or his ultimate missiles either. Very interesting. Just put a lot of points into build speed. Has 3 points into build speed, as does FatAsianKing in that striker, as does Phong in his striker, and we'd have another Bucky send by this red team. I don't know about a Bucky send at this point against all these tanks, and the Buckies don't stop out of range like the shooter does. It's just not gonna, all of them pretty much have died. FatAsianKing bombing them down as well. Buckies with so low life, and they clump together very, very closely. And so bombs are very, very effective here. And Phong and Tipsy still have control of this middle outpost. Lots of Geminis down, one or two goalies, one goalie and a roller, and a Sonya down to prevent that artillery from really doing any real damage to this unit cluster over here. As we do have three artillery, I think those are arties down by the green team. However, speaking of the green team, Ohranex and FatAsianKing with two Goliath. Oh no, I think that was two Longhorn by FatAsianKing and one goalie by Ohranex. But those Longhorn do get dropped right on Heavy Mines, and the goalie gets killed immediately when it gets dropped as well. So not too much damage gone down on that red fort. However, FatAsianKing bombing more and more. Oh, but Phong killing him pretty much immediately in the air with his air-to-air rockets. Level 3, 6 rockets out, pretty much insta-kill. Even at a level 50 versus a level 15 mech, it's just ridiculous. But Ohranex now with another goalie does see that that side is pretty well defended, drops it on the other side, which is also really well defended, is still there to heal is there to heal up his goalie, and does actually do a pretty good amount of damage, keeps his goalie alive for just a little bit longer with his heal ability, and Tipsy trying to follow Ohranex back, but not able to actually get that kill in the air. And now FatAsianKing still doing bombing. I think he's been doing bombing this entire time, as bombs build very, very quickly. I'm going to go, okay, 2.1 seconds. Half of that is 1.05 seconds. And a push coming out here for this red team. And I'm pretty, oh, and Ohranex again with another goalie drop. Phong trying to body block, but can't quite get in between the goalie and that fort corner. Another send, though, by the red team. Lots of Geminis going out. I think that was another attack, send on attack. But I would really like to see them switch again to T, but no, it's not going to happen. So all these Gemini are pretty much going to get wasted. Yeah, like they're going to get completely massacred by this line of goalie and Longhorn at this fort. So all those Gemini have gone completely to waste. A couple of, oh, I thought that was like jokers, or not jokers, but like Buckies or something dropped by that red team. But those are just more Heavy Mines. But yes, look at all this dead Gemini debris. Nothing really was. I think a couple were re-microed manually by the red team over here. But you know, this outpost still pretty well surrounded by green team units, 2 green team goalies, and once again really, really close to that green fort. Ohranex with another goalie drop here at the corner. Wow, it's just more and more damage, and you know, keeping his heal up and keeping his repair guardians, and retreating just in time to keep himself alive, so the goalie will do maximum, pretty much close to maximum damage there, and Ohranex will not have to spend any time respawning, and will just probably do more goalie drops. Oh, now just varying, leapfrogging goalies over here, and another tank send over here by the green team, but I don't think this will work this time. They didn't really go all in, and only a couple of tanks were sent over here. There are so much defending over there for the red team. However, the green team making their way toward this center outpost, with some goalie and some hat in defense, so they might actually be able to do something here this time, because the red team is a little bit behind in positioning at this point, but they have been able to retake this outpost. 4 Mortys do go down for Tipsy, and he will be able to take that outpost under his control. More goalies coming out. Ohranex, another goalie coming out for Ohranex. Just a lot of tanks now over here in this area for the green team. The red team way behind in defending. This probably will go down to neutral, and the red team units, I would assume, are going to be cleared. FatAsianKing with 2 Longhorn, but puts them right at the front door. Oh, avoiding these this stacked cluster here of Heavy Mines to be able to keep his Longhorn alive, but I guess in the process did drop him right in front of that goalie and didn't really get too much damage off, as those Longhorn died very, very quickly. And we do have a goalie push by the red team. I think this might actually be it, folks, unless the green team actually gets pretty good block. Oh yeah, there is a lot of units there, so they are blocking pretty well. A few shots are getting through, but I think this might actually be the end of the game. That's a lot of Goliath. However, FatAsianKing and Phong, or I'm sorry, and Ohranex are defending pretty well. FatAsianKing able to kill those goalies with his sword and to survive that attack. Very, very low health, but actually does survive that attack. Tipsy dropping more and more Buckies, and with their dumbfire, they will definitely be able to get a couple of those missiles through. However, will they last long enough to actually do enough damage? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Against all these Longhorn and Goliath, they will probably die very, very quickly, as Ohranex and FatAsianKing are both here to defend. That lunchbox still up, so more than 3 seconds of, oh, and Phong with 2 Gemini right there in the corner does it does do a little bit more damage, but let's see what FatAsianKing is. FatAsian gonna be moving out. Okay, I think he's actually setting these on attack, so the green team might be looking for blood as well, might actually be looking for that kill. And Tipsy Tipsy does realize it now, does set down even more Heavy Mines, but Ohranex with another goalie will do a little bit more damage, and once again, every single bit of damage that the red team puts down on the, or that the green team puts down on the red fort is permanent, because they do not have a lunchbox, and these tanks are now making their way up, and this time the Heavy Mine positioning is not that great, so let's see how many tanks actually make it to this green, or to this red fort. I mean, the green team's life is so low at this point. All they have to do is get through that lunchbox shield. I mean, this is quite a lot of life as opposed to how much life there is for the red team. Oh, and a goalie dropped right on the corner by FatAsianKing. Another one micro to the corner by FatAsianKing. This might be the end of the game. No, very, very, very little health for this red team and Ohranex now with one more goalie. This might be it. This might be the killing blow. FatAsianKing says drop and shoot, but it is not really necessary. Ohranex dropping that goalie right on that corner. And I will check party chat here to see, because I can actually see it now by popping this out. And Ohranex does say it is material for me. But yeah, that was quite an action-packed game. The green team with a pretty good defense here at the fort was able to hold off the red team drops just till the end of that game. And yeah, FatAsianKing and Ohranex able to get this custom 2v2 hyper mode win over Tipsy3000 and Phong. Such a small sliver of life on the green team, like minus the lunchbox shield, like considering that I mean, you know, at one point the life was this low. And yeah, they're still talking and I don't really care, but I will go to the end game numbers here. Tipsy was 662 units built. I'm assuming a lot of those were heavy mines, and FatAsianKing with 347. Massive scores for both teams, obviously, double EXP, but yeah, getting to level 15 very, very quickly. So that is very, very interesting how hyper mode plays out. It's just send after send after send. This game was outpost trade after outpost trade, both teams playing very evenly at very even levels. These are some of the best players in the game for sure. So guys, if you play any cool hyper mode games, and that is just firing missiles over and over, and I just can't handle that, so I'm going to take it down a little bit. So guys, if you play any games, hyper mode or not, make sure to send in any great ones to me at ruizerex@gmail.com, or you can also message me at Steam at RUY. So yeah, guys, more is coming. More is coming. I know this game is changing a lot. So once things settle down, I promise more awesome games are going to be played. So stay tuned for more. This is RUY, and that is game. See you next time.